Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bug Out Boys. We're out here on a snowy Saturday evening and we're torture testing a red dot today. We got it on the Colt Carbine. It is a NC Star off of Amazon. It gets 5 stars on Amazon, so we're gonna see if it can actually hold up to a somewhat battle tested torture test and see what it can do. Stay tuned. Alright, so we have the red dot zeroed pretty much good enough to hit steel. So just to show you guys that it's zero, I'm going to shoot a couple shots. Got to put my safety glasses on even though we're 25 yards away. Make sure the safety sallies don't come after me. Now we're ready to go. Alright, so we're on steel. Now we're going to start the torture test. So for our first torture test, we're just going to get a bang off the barrel here. The rifle is clear, no mag in. So we're just going to take it, hit it a couple times, load a round in. We're still on. The reticle's still on. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yep.
But red dot's still on. So it passed that test. Now we're gonna get to the drop test. So we took the reticle off of our rifle. We're gonna do the drop test now. The barrel test was just to simulate if you're trying to find cover, bumping off of stuff a little bit. Not trying to hurt the reticle at all, just to see if a slight bump would turn it off or make it off of zero. So we're going to take the reticle. First one, we're just going to throw it up in the air. So land it over here. With the snow on the ground, this will be a good test too to see if there will be any water getting in the glass. If it is actually two pane like they're supposed to be. But reticle's still on. We're going to take it over here to the tailgate, a little bit above head height. Dropped it on the tailgate. It is still on. Now we're going to take it over here to the tree. Just a light toss up against the tree. That didn't sound very good. Alright, so it does look like the glass is two paned because I'm getting different water signatures on each side. Reticle is still on. Can't tell if we got water in there. No. So no water inside the glass. Reticle is still on. Everything still feels tight. Put it back on the gun and shoot it. Got the dot back on the rifle. It's torqued down to spec on the same T mark on the rail that it was before. If you guys can see here, we do have some paint chipping already down here in the corner too, where the finish is wearing off. No major damage. Let's see if it's still on. It's still on. So now we're going to get a little bit harder on the barrel. That bent it. Yep. That did it right there. Reticle's off. Let's flip through our settings. Well, that was a quick torture test. One hit, one solid hit off the barrel like this. Bent it enough to probably jostle some wires. No more reticle. So it's what you're gonna get with this Chinese crap, straight off of Amazon. That's why, for you new gun guys getting into shooting, spend your money. Pay once, cry once. You know, it doesn't pay to get a cheap reticle or a cheap gun even. because in a situation where you really need it and you really want to use it, the stuff's not going to stand up. Just a light hit off the barrel and the reticle's already off. It bent our frame and everything on the inside. But we're not done yet. We're going to shoot it for you guys with some bird shot out of the shotgun and see what that does. After further review, the reticle's still on, but the slideshow in there, after banging it off the drum, it fell to the bottom. And if you guys come in close here, you can see that some of that glass or plastic or whatever they have in there is cracked on that right edge. And if you get real low, you can see the reticle. But it's still out of commission. This thing, you'll never be able to use it again. There's no fixing it. No adjustment you can make to bring it back. All the insides are messed up. The whole housing, if you guys look at it from this angle, it's crooked. You can see after I hit it off the barrel there, it just bent it. So we're gonna, for fun, we're gonna shoot it with some birdshot from a 12 gauge and see what that does to it. So we're downrange. Just gonna set it up on this tire here. We're gonna go back, grab the shotgun, put some birdshot in it and see what it can hold up to. I don't expect very much for it, obviously. Seeing what happened when I hit it off the barrel a little harder than the first time. But we'll be able to actually see what that, if that is glass, what it's made of, and see what it can do. Shooting some 12 gauge birdshot out of my Franchi Affinity Elite. I got my long range choke tube in there, so we're gonna have a tight pattern. Use this gun for duck hunting. Well, that's gone. Let's go take a look at it. Hopefully there's a little bit left that we can actually see. Well, as you guys saw, it was on the tire right there. And at a quick glance, I'm not seeing it anywhere. We ended up finding it. As you guys can see, we got a BB that went right through there. Right through the glass. It is glass. And I don't know if you guys can see the marks or not on here. We got a hit there, a hit there, and right there. So the metal actually held up pretty good, but we got a BB that went right through the glass. We're gonna shoot it again though. Set it back up, right on the seam spot. Round 2 is shooting it with 12 gauge birdshot. Let's go see what we did. All the glass is completely gone. We got a couple more BBs in the front here, but all our dials still work. If you guys can see that, there's a projector in the back here that there's a light coming out of. Yeah. See that light?
Not really.
Right down in there.
Your emitter.
Yeah. So the light's still coming out, but I want to do some more damage to this thing because it doesn't deserve to be on a gun. So we're going to shoot it with a 9mm next. Let's do some more damage to this thing. Glock 17, 9mm. Alright, we shot it with the 9mm. Let's see what that did. So we hit it right here, just a glancing hit, but just that knocked off our dimmer and our selector for what kind of reticle you want, and it knocked this back piece off here and bent the whole thing. So the metal's actually pretty strong, just the glass and all the buttons and stuff on it aren't going to hold up. Let's shoot it again. Alright, so this time we shot right through where that selector switch was. It came out the bottom. Probably shouldn't touch that because it's smoking. That's where the battery was. But 9mm smoked right through it. Cheap junk, even though we shot it. But still, banging it off a barrel like that, shouldn't have done that to this reticle. Any high quality reticle out there would have performed perfectly fine. We didn't even get to drag it behind the truck, which we were gonna do, but still, a high quality reticle, that glass, it'll hold up to pretty much anything you throw at it. And banging it off the barrel like that would not mess it up that bad on the internals. But we are gonna get some more of these cheap red dots and torture test them, so you guys stay tuned. After we shot it, we're back here for the tabletop review. As you guys saw, no more glass after the bird shot. And we got the two 9mm holes, one right through the battery compartment and one right off here to the side. So, like I said, this red dot was 5 stars on Amazon, but that doesn't tell you anything. When you don't buy a red dot from a reputable company, there's not really much you can expect from it. Just banging it off the barrel was the end of it. If they would have designed it a little bit differently, they could have had a somewhat decent red dot here, because this metal on the front, that ate the bird shot. And the bird shot didn't really affect it. The one downfall of it was after I hit it off the barrel, the little slideshow in here that you select what kind of reticle you want with this dial fell to the bottom of the red dot, and it was no longer functional. There was no way that we were going to be able to fix it or shoot it. So if they would have found a little bit better design and made it a little bit more robust, they could have had a good red dot here. But it's what you get when you pay $50 on Amazon. So buy once, cry once. Get a good red dot, something that's gonna last you a very long time, not this cheap junk. But that one's down, and the next one we're gonna review is this UTG. This one's a little bit higher quality. I got a quick QD mount on the bottom, a little bit more enclosed. It's got red and green reticles. You can see that right there. And then it's got green. So stay tuned for that video. That'll be coming out shortly. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. And stay tuned for some more torture testing videos.